Hey guys, all right, so I am back. This is video 2 of Focaccia bread. I did my second bench rest for 20 minutes. I took my dough and I weighed it on my scale, cut it into 2 equal parts. And what I did was formed it to my sheet pans here. Now, I don't know if you guys have these or not, but these are like a silicone baking thing. They're actually wonderful. But I wanted to show you real quick. You can kind of see the dipples. And this is what I was talking about earlier about kneading like a cat. All right, so that's what you're going to do. You're going to knead like a cat. All right, both your doughs. You can make these round, you can make them square, whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter. You can cut them in strips once you get done, all that good stuff. All right, so now that we got our bread out, we got our dipples in, we're going to pour a little bit of olive oil on the top. And you want the olive oil to kind of puddle into those dipples. That's what makes this bread so good. It's so fatty. There's not a measurement. It's really just take it, spread it around with your fingers. Let it just rest in those dipples. Get the entire top. Let it pull. Let it pull in those dipples. That's what you want, okay? I mean, this is, I'm telling you guys, my house already smells like bread. And I haven't even started cooking. That's what I love about bread. Just the smell of fresh baked bread is just amazing. So what we're doing right now, like I said, we're doing the olive oil. We're going to put some olive oil on this, let it dipple. And then once you put your olive oil in, you can re-catpaw just to make sure that you've got some standing oil. You definitely want standing oil. And then we're going to do our herbs and our spices. The only thing that I'm going to be doing is oregano and basil. And then I will probably, I'm not going to do anything else. I'm just going to do oregano and basil. You can do whatever you want to do. But I'm going to turn this camera around to let you see how the olive oil is actually kind of sticking in to these little cat paw prints. And that's what you want. You want it to sit and stand. Well, remember guys, this is not making a loaf. This is a flatbread, okay? So it's not going to cook above this. It's going to be about yay thick. It's not going to get very high. It's more for breadsticks, you know, you dip it in olive oil, that kind of a thing. All right, so let me show you what this looks like. You can see how that olive oil is just sitting in those dimples. It looks beautiful. All right. Now what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to put on my, sorry, let me get my stand going here. A little bit of oregano. And I will show you guys what they look like once I'm done. So I'm going to do oregano. And yes, you do proof it after this. So you want your ingredients on the top, and then you're going to proof it, okay? So oregano. Now I like oregano a little bit more than the basil. So I'm not going to do as much basil, but I'm going to put a fair portion on there. And like I said, you can season it however you want. Some people don't like it. You don't have to put it on there. If you want to just do salt and pepper, you can do that. Completely up to you. And now remember, I cut up those tomatoes and potatoes earlier, and I'm actually going to layer those bad boys on here. Some people don't want that, and you don't have to. As a matter of fact, I'm probably just going to do one with potatoes and tomatoes and the other one not, just so you guys can kind of see the difference between the two. So I'm just going to kind of alternate with my potatoes and with my tomatoes. God, this is so good, guys. This is one of the best breads in the world, I'm telling you. And if you guys have ever been to like, I mean, I think even Carrabba's. I think Carrabba's even has Focaccia bread, you know, to be honest with you. Gonna be beautiful. I love this. All right, let me wash my hands off, guys, and I'm gonna turn my phone around just so you guys can see this. And then, of course, I don't have a proofing oven, so I have to stick mine up there on top of the refrigerator cabinets. So that's where I put mine up. And I need to let these proof for about 45 minutes. So I'm gonna do a third video after they're done proofing. Then I'll do a video with them being proofed and then in the oven and then pulling them out. You're gonna bake these at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes till the brown on the top, brown on the bottom. I always tell people you bake until it's done, not by time. So you gotta check it, all right? But let me show you real quick. So, as you can see, I've got the potatoes and the tomatoes just kind of alternating on top with the oregano and the basil. This one over here, I just did oregano and basil. And then, of course, we're going to dip that stuff in some good old olive oil. I will use the California olive oil to dip mine in. Believe it or not, there was a study done back in the day, and I know this is getting off topic, but there was a study done back in the day where California olive oil was the only olive oil that had the majority out of olives. That the other brands had other types of oils mixed in, so you were not getting just straight olive oil. But California olive oil was the purest, I guess, best brand of olive oil to get. So do your own research, you get whatever you want, but that's what we saw in a study that we did in class when we were reading and researching on it and stuff. So I like the California olive oil. It's expensive, don't get me wrong, it really is. But it's really, really good. So anyway, this is the end of this video number 2. Stay tuned for video number 3. This bad boy gets done proofing. We're going to put it in the oven and eat us some bread. Talk to y'all guys soon. Bye.